Hi, so I would first like to talk about how my opponent said we were exactly like those other countries. He listed like Yemen and Iran, but actually that's not the case because our Supreme Court has made it so we have a humane way of executing these prisoners. We don't take them out and just shoot them with firing squad, or because they have an appeals process. They have a long trial. They have many years until they are put to execution because they have the right to maybe be set free or argue their case further, which is not technically possible in North Korea or other dictatorship countries. Therefore, it's not really, you can't really compare us to those countries. And also, yes, Canada is a Western country, but just because a Western country does something, should we do the same? If England does one thing, should we do what they're doing too? Basically, we became independent for a reason, so we act like it. We have our own constitution. Therefore, that's why the Supreme Court ruled the death penalty legal in 1976 with Gregg versus Georgia, because if the states conducted the execution in a humane way, which is now carried out mainly through lethal injection. And also my opponent stated, what is the point of the death penalty? Well, if the death penalty wasn't there, there would be no disincentive for inmates serving life sentences from killing each other or other guards, because there wouldn't be a harsher punishment other than just sitting at death row, sitting in life sentence. And it also, the death penalty is there for varying punishments. If you get a DUI, for example, you are punished initially, but if you get your third DUI, that's a harsher punishment than you received for your first DUI. Therefore, if you're a felon who's returned to trial, you're going to be punished harsher than if it was your first crime. And according to the Colorado state lawyer, he states that if the death penalty was repealed, the first degree murder would be the only crime for which no distinction is made for the number of murders committed and the aggravated nature of it, or if the victim was at risk or if it was a child, and this is according to the Denver Post. Therefore, one size does not fit all. We cannot just give everyone life without parole, because that is justice. If you commit a way more heinous crime than somebody else, you deserve the death penalty. And on top of that, and also he constantly stated that African Americans were the ones that were being incarcerated again and again, and you actually didn't state that, he did, that's why we discussed it, because as she stated previously, the stats show it. It's not just a subjective thing. There are scientific studies that have been done, and the math is there. African Americans are being exonerated at a higher rate. They are not being put on death row at a faster rate than white people. Therefore, it's very hard to argue that African Americans are on death row, or they are being punished with the death penalty at a higher rate than other races.